Hey, what's cracking? How are you doing today? I hope this video finds you doing well. I hope everything is going your way. I want to start off by saying thank you for clicking on the video. There's a lot to watch on YouTube, and the fact that you picked my video, I really appreciate that. Makes me feel a little special, if you know what I mean. My name is Ricky Dye, and I went to prison when I was 15 years old. I was there for 20 and a half years, all the roughest places. So I went through a lot, seen a lot, and did things that I'm not proud of, but I can't change any of that. So what I'm trying to do to make up for a little of it is to make these videos, share my experience, what I went through during that 20 years in prison, what it's like to grow up in prison as a 15-year-old kid, what it's like when you send a kid to prison. And I answer questions for family members who may have someone in their facing these things. So if you'll enjoy my videos most, if you start at the beginning, because I talk about when I was 15, what happened, how I went to prison, and I tell the story as it happened, for the most part. And other times I may stop and tell about a story about something I've missed. Today's video is more of an informative video for the most part. I've made 3 phone calls over this video, people calling me with these questions. And I had a guy, one of the subscribers, one of my main guys, asked me to make a video about if he went to prison today and I was there and he pulled up, what would I tell him the rules were? So I'm going to give it to you like that. So let's start off with, when you go from the county jail, you're going to go to A&R. When you pull chain, that's what we call it in Oklahoma. When you go on to A&R, that's assessment and reception. It's the first place you're going to go entering the Oklahoma prison system. No matter where you end up, that's where you're going. All right. So you will either go there from the county jail, or if you've been out on bond, you'll go there. First thing's going to happen when you get there is going to shave your head and take some pictures of you. They're going to send you down to the dentist office, see what kind of dental work you need done, and they're going to do it while you're there. If they can't get it all done while they're there, they'll send word to the prison you go to, and there'll be an appointment set up, and they will get that done. They want to get all that took care of so they don't have to worry about it later. Then they're going to do the same thing medical wise. They're going to make sure you have what you need, whether it's an antipsychotic, a heart medication, insulin, you name it. You won't get no pain medication. Regardless what your problem is or how you hurt, you're going to take Tylenol and ibuprofen, and that's it. Don't matter what's wrong with you, or how bad you hurt, or how serious it is, or how long you've been on this, or how long you've been on that. You're going to get ibuprofen and Tylenol for your pain. Uh, During this time, your family's going to go crazy because they can't get a hold of you and they can't find out nothing, especially if you go there from a county jail. That county jail, all they're going to know is all of a sudden you ain't calling no more. They can't get a hold of you. They're going to call the jail. They're going to say we shipped him, and they're not going to say where. They're not going to tell them nothing usually. One reason for this is you will never ever be allowed. Say they're telling you you're shipping from today, you're shipping from medium to minimum, or you're shipping from this minimum to this minimum, or you're going from the county today to A&R. It doesn't matter if you're going on a parole. It don't matter where you're going. They're never going to give you a chance to tell you that and let you go get on the phone and tell your family that, because your family could set up, try to hijack the bus or the van, whatever you're on. So they're never going to let you make a phone call and tell them that. So right now your family's in the dark, can't find out nothing. They don't know if you got out, if you went to prison, you're in A&R. They're just worried about you. And you're going to get there, and you're not having no money or nothing, because your money ain't going to come right with you from the jail. It's going to be sent behind you, and it's going to take 2-3 weeks, sometimes a month or more to catch up. So it's best, if you know you're soon going to the county jail, you discuss this with your family, and they know that that time is coming. So if that pops up, they know you're at A&R, to go ahead and send you a little bit of money to your books, so you'll be able to put it on your phone or get you some stamps. But here's what's going to happen the first day you get to A&R, because you won't have had no money on your books for 14 days, because you ain't been there 14 days. So what you get is 2 free letters. So they'll also give you a little bitty writing pad. They'll give you a pencil about this long so you can't stab nobody with it, or a little, it's like the inside out of an ink pen about that long, a little thing that bends so you can't stab nobody with it. But they give you something to write with, and a little bitty pad of paper, and they'll give you some envelopes. And since you haven't had money in 14 days, as far as they know, because you just got there, you'll be indigent. And so they'll give you a little Indigent shampoo and conditioner and a bar of soap, that writing material, and you're allowed 2 free stamps. So you write and tell your family, hey, I'm at A&R. When you get to A&R, you'll be given your DOC number. You won't get that until you're there. When you get there, that's not the same as your case number. You'll have a DOC number. Everyone has one. Once you get your charge, and even if you don't go to prison, you end up with a DOC number. If you have been found convicted felony or convicted of a crime, excuse me. So you want to immediately send your family your DOC number, and everything they send you from then on, whether it's a money order or a letter, needs to have that DOC number on it. That's how they find you. That's how you are identified. You are no longer a name. You're now a number. You're that number, and you need to remember it and never forget it. It's the most important number in your life while you're in prison. Always remember your DOC number. You'll be in scrubs. Your family can't give you no clothes. You won't be able to keep your clothes. You'll have on a pair of flip-flops that they give you, or a little pair of blue shoes, look kind of like kids. And you'll have a set of scrubs, like I said. You'll just have a set of underwear. You won't have nothing else really while you're in A&R. They'll come around, make sure you're clean shaved and everything. Unbelieve it or not, in A&R, they're real serious about that. Treat you like you're in boot camp. During this time, you're in no danger. So your family shouldn't be worried about you. I always tell people when they call me and talk to me about A&R, and they say, I can't find out nothing this. Now I say, look, man, they're getting their medical and dental, anything like that they need. They're deciding according to their time and how heinous their crime was, what crime they committed. That decides whether they're going to minimum, medium, or maximum security. That is decided by the amount of points you have. Your points are decided by how much time you have, what kind of crime you committed. If you have 13 or more points, you're maximum security inmate. If you have between 7 and 12, you're medium. That's where a lot of people are going to go. But if you're doing a 5-year nonviolent, you're going to go to minimum. I can't tell you what that's like. It's basically like a college campus. They don't even have a fence around a lot of them. You're just expected to be where you're supposed to be at count time. It's almost like being free compared to the places I was at. I was in medium security. I can tell you what that's like. And we'll get to that in just a minute. But I tell people on these phone calls that this time while they're in A&R really is a time to catch your breath, because they're about to get to prison. They finally got this, the things you go through in the county jail, the court, the hearings. It is nerve-wracking. But now you've got your time. You know what you're facing. Things have begun to calm down. And while you're in A&R, you're not going to get hurt. You don't have to worry about anything. You're in the cell with one guy just like you, who's sitting there worrying just like you. You're in the same place, going through the same thing. Usually people make friends with their cell partner in A&R. You'll get out of your cell 1 hour a day in A&R, out into a big day room. While you're out, you'll get a chance to take a shower. When you go take a shower, it's just a big old long thing. Everyone can see each other naked. Guards, even if they're female, can look down there and see you naked. There's no privacy. Say goodbye to that. Anytime a guard can walk in a room, tell you to bend over, pull your britches down, show them your butthole, you've lost privacy. That's a thing of the past. So you may as well get over being shy from here on. During this time, you can try to make a phone call, but there's only 2 or 3 phones, usually 2, I think, and there's 50, 75 people in their big day room. So a lot of people trying to use a phone in that 1 hour. A lot of people just play spades or something out at one of the tables, or there's a TV out in the day room. When you get there, they give you a little Walkman and a set of headphones if you want. You can owe them for it, and then as soon as you get money, they'll take it from your books. You can take that with you to most places you go, because most places will have a TV in the day room, and there's a channel you adjust it in on your little Walkman, and you can hear it. But people listen to the radio in their little cell. But during this time, no one's going to hurt you. You don't have to worry about anything. They're just finding out what all you need and deciding where to send you. Now, when you get ready to go and you hit your medium security yard, now this is for most of them. You will get to some place, if you go to a medium max, that's like it's still medium, but it's considered a medium max because it's a real rough place and it's locked down. That's where all the trouble's at. If you're unlucky enough doing a life sentence and you've done some heinous crime and you go there, then you'll get your paperwork checked, all kinds of things. If you just have a little time and you've never been in trouble, might get lucky and go somewhere like Joe Harp, and all there are over there are a bunch of child molesters, and you're told if you touch them, you're getting locked up and shipped. And that's why they can live there and feel half safe, because most people don't mess with them there. If you go there, that's almost like minimum security. But most places you go to will be like Lexington or Holdenville or Cushing or Hinton, or if you don't go to Lawton, Lawton's a pretty rough place, but in most mediums, you're going to go there. When you get there, they're going to give you a wool blanket, unless you've went to medical, and showed that you needed a cotton blanket because you're allergic to wool. If you go tell them you're allergic to wool at medical, the doctor, they'll charge you $2 to see the doctor. Tell him I'm allergic to wool. He'll take a patch of wool and he'll tape it to your skin, and then he'll check it later and see if you're allergic to wool. And if you are, he'll write in your jacket that you're allergic to wool, and you'll get a cotton blanket. You'll get a cotton blanket. They'll take you. First thing they're going to do is bring you in. They're going to give you a mattress. Then they're going to walk you to the laundry. When you get to the laundry, they're going to give you that wool or that cotton blanket, one pillowcase. No telling if you get a pillow or not. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. They're going to give you 2 sheets. They're going to give you 2 pairs of boxers and 2 sets of scrubs. Everywhere you go, you got to have your scrubs on, your shirt tucked in, and your ID. You'll have a badge, just like a driver's license. DOC number, where you live sometimes is on that. Sometimes your ID number will be the color of the unit you're on, so you can't have it out and walk in a unit you don't live in. But you'll have your badge, and you should always have your ID clipped on your shirt. They'll take you from the laundry to the cell you're going to be in. Usually you'll be in a cell. There's a couple places open day room, but most mediums are going to be in a cell. They're going to take you in a cell, and that's when you're going to meet your cell partner. Some cell partners are cool. Some guys are cool. Don't mind if you watch your TV if they have one, or listen to radio. Some guys are dicks. I've had cell partners don't want you to touch nothing. I've had cell partners don't want me to touch his TV. No matter if he's not in the cell, don't watch his TV. Don't touch his radio. Don't touch any of his things. You never sit on anybody's bed. Don't go in and sit on somebody's bed. That'll get you in a fight. You never sit on people's bed. Mess with people's stuff at all. If you are white and you come to me, I'm going to tell you this, man. Doesn't matter if you're friends with black guys. You can't go in their cell. It's best that you don't go in anyone's cell, because if something comes up missing, you didn't do it. Don't put yourself in those positions. Prison, everything is real serious. You bump into someone, say, excuse me. Don't ever cut the line. Make sure that you're in your place and everything. Mind your own business. Don't go out of your way to make friends. You came in here by yourself, and you're going to leave by yourself. You're not going to make friends in this place. There's a lot of people I met in prison that I was all right with. I'm not going to take any of them to my mom's house. And I was in there a long, long time, and I had people that I would stand back to back and die with. I'm not taking anybody to my mom's house. Didn't nobody leave with me. After 20 and a half years, I left by myself. And that's how it is, man. A guy asked me, wouldn't it make it look like he was weak or something if he stayed in the cell all the time? No, it won't. What you need to do is you need to go get a job or go to school, get you a GED. If you don't have one, you go get your job. You'll be tempted to go out and play cards and stuff. But the more people you're around that you talk to, more people are subject to try you, the more things that can arise. When you first get there, there's going to be 2 or 3 guys, the unit bums. They're always there, especially on the units called the pumpkin patch. Any unit where everyone just getting on the yard, especially if they come from A&R. If you come from A&R, you're considered a skinner in Oklahoma. They call you a skinner. Usually your head shaved, unless you have some religion reason they couldn't do it. Usually your head shaved, just come in, probably haven't done time before, even if you can't have your bald head just got from A&R, you're a skinner. And there's going to be people over there preying on them. Not necessarily in a physical fashion, but they're going to be, hey man, how you doing? Have I ever met you before? Have you ever been here before? Where are you from? You got any family? Blah, blah, blah. They're trying to get to know you. Because people aren't going to just come and gaffle you, man. They're going to try to get to know you first, get a feel for you. See if you're going to fight or if you're going to be easy, if they can get you to just give them stuff. And these guys, usually that hit you up when you first get there, that coming over and trying to talk to you and stuff. These are guys, these are just the bums, man. Most people don't care that you're there. They don't even realize you, man. They don't recognize you, don't care about you. They might see you, but they care less about you, man. They're doing their time, got their own thing going on. They're not gonna come mess with you. Just got there. You got nothing they want for the most part. But these few bum guys, they're gonna come around, try to make buddies with you, and then because they were friends with you, they want some shots of coffee. That's all these guys really want. They go around to everybody asking for soups and shots of coffee, and they ask for a stamp. Act like they're going to write a letter. Hey, brother, can I get a stamp? Like they're going to write a letter, but really they're going to trade it for a shot of coffee to someone else. So these guys are just trying to be friends with you, ask questions, act like they're friends so they can ask you for things in the future. Now, once you get money in, and people see you going to that canteen, then a different group of guys are going to start coming and talking to you. Different people are going to want. What you want to always do is you always want to be respectful to everybody, and you want to try not to get in shit. But if anyone disrespects you or they cross the line, you've got to stop it right there. As much as you hate it, much as you don't want to get in trouble, if someone crosses the line or they're disrespectful to you, make a little snide comment about you might be gay or you might be this or you might go tell or anything like that. Anybody ever insinuates you'll tell anything, you got to fight them, man. If anyone insinuates you'll tell on someone about anything, out here in the streets, people make jokes. Yeah, you're a bitch. If someone says that to you in prison, you got to fight them right now. You can't wait, nothing. If you don't think you can win, you better go get something and then hit them when they're not looking. But if someone calls you a bitch, you got to do something. No doubt about it. That's all there is to it. You got to do something. So if you came in and you're white, I would tell you, stick to yourself. Mind your own business. Don't borrow from people. Don't gamble. Don't do drugs. And stay to yourself. Don't cut lines. Mind your own business. Be who you are. Just be who you are. Just be you, just like you would be anywhere else in the world. Because prison can be dangerous, but so can it be out here. It's no different, except for no one has a gun. So just carry yourself like yourself. Be who you are. You'll probably be all right. Stay to yourself. Stay in your cell. While you're in A&R, tell your people not to worry about you while you're there. You're safe, and that's all there is to it. A few things I want to talk about on the channel now. Hey, by the way, if you have any particular questions about you or your family and you need to ask certain questions that you can't type it all out on the comments, hit me up on Facebook Messenger. I would be glad to talk to you over the phone, do a call with you on Messenger or chat with you there. I prefer you keep it in the comments if you can, if it's short, because it helps the video. So I appreciate it if you help the video like that. Shout out to the riders and dyers who ride till the wheels fall off, and the dyers keep riding even when they do. You guys are the most. If you are a rider or dyer by the end of this day, I'm writing the names down of everybody who's a rider or dyer. I'm writing their names down on the end of the day. If you're a rider or dyer today, you will have something special coming in the future. It is going to be a little while, but it is in the works, and it will be something special. Haven't been able to do anything for you guys, so now I'm going to be able to do a little something. If you're not on there today, though, you won't be on the list of things coming in the future, even though I really appreciate it. And there will be other things in the future for the riders and dyers. I always want to try to do something special for the guys who mean the most to me, who have done the most for me. Thank you, guys. Appreciate everybody who's hit me up. If you've hit that subscribe button, thank you so much. Every one of you who check these videos out every time, man, you don't know what that means to me, man. I really appreciate it. Tommy Fields has taken over my Twitter, my TikTok. He's going to be helping on some videos. I've made the first prison legend video about Danny Parker and sent it to him. He's working on that. Michael Galt reached out to me. Michael Galt has a career in filmmaking, particularly documentaries. Me and him have talked. I've got me basically a team now, baby. They think that they can help me come up, make me have a bunch of subscribers, help me really get my message out there. They really think I can help some kids. We're going to make a documentary, and we're going to try to sell it to Crackle or Netflix or someone. It will eventually hit YouTube, but it will be originally sold to a streaming service, hopefully. And I'm working on my book. Got a lot of things going on. Hit that subscribe button. Stay updated. If you have any questions, get at me. May God bless, keep, and protect each and every one of you. Until the next video, I hope to see you there. Peace out.